okay if it goes first?
Go first.
Okay.
So, hello everyone. My name is Switzer, for those of you that know me. First off, I'd like to take this time to thank you all for coming out to hear what we have to say and giving us a chance to hear what y'all have to say as well. I can tell that everyone in here really has the best desire for UAB being a successful campus, and we all want the best for this campus. I'd like to start off by telling you why I'm the most qualified candidate for president. It simply comes down to experience. I'm currently a junior, and I've served in a number of executive capacities across this campus, ranging all the way from Vice President of the Interfraternity Council to internal and external Vice Presidents of my fraternity, Lambda Chi Alpha. Additionally, I've been actively involved with USGA for the past 3 years. My sophomore year, I served on the Executive Council as Web Communications Coordinator, gained a lot of great experience there. Most recently, this past year, I've been on the Judicial Branch as an Associate Justice. I've learned a lot through training there as well. I do have a lot of plans for this next year. I could really go on for a while about those, but in the end, it's most important what the students want. The position of the president, it's the privilege of the president of USGA to be able to relay to the administration, what the students are wanting, to act on the students' behalf. So that's really going to be my primary focus this next year, to make sure that the students' voice is heard and y'all are getting what y'all want out of USGA. I have a lot of things I want to get done, but that's really going to be my foremost focus. If elected, I really intend to reach every single demographic on this campus. I don't want to focus just on the larger student organizations, but to really reach out and make a difference for everyone and have USGA be able to get back to each individual on this campus. Together we can really make a change on this campus for the better, so thank you.
How are y'all doing tonight? My name is Garrett. I'm a junior in political science. Currently, I'm the executive director of the Multicultural Council in the Office of Student Life, and also a mentor for Blazer Male Excellence Network. So he did make a good point about experience, and since freshman year, I've had very strong experience leading groups in student life. So I've got to work with cultural orgs, small and large, on campus, and all orgs in student life. I've worked with them in some capacity. So through working with students and hearing their concerns, that's where we get our main three focuses. Is students want transparency. We want to know what's going on in the decision-making process. Student empowerment. We want to feel like our voices are being heard when those decisions are being made. And campus life revitalization. So students, I want students to feel like they're successful on this campus socially as well as academically when they leave. I've also had the fortune of serving on the task force. So in this midst of us working to get football back, we're sort of figuring out what we're going to do in the meantime. So I've been blessed enough to serve on that task force. I was also the only undergraduate student to serve on the task force for our new VP for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. So I understand the process of working with administrators and the process of bringing people onto this campus who can help and who can best serve the student. So he did make a good point about experience, and I had a very strong experience working with students firsthand and all students, small organizations and large organizations. So if you elect me as your president, I'll make sure that I hear your voice and we can all move forward together. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate y'all being here, and I can tell that y'all are genuinely concerned about making this campus a better place, just like I am. Pretty much, it's really important that we increase the student voice, and I think that's going to be paramount to USGA's success this next year. I definitely do not have time to go further in depth about my 4 planks, but if you'd like to know more, you can either ask me during questions, or you can ask me later, set up a meeting to talk. Also, I encourage y'all to go check out my website. It's pretty straightforward, voteswitzer.com. A lot of information about my campaign on there as well, so thank you for your time.
Again, my name is Garrett Steffens, and I'm running for USGA president. I want to thank you all for coming out. Like you said, we all have one goal, and that's to make UAB the best university possible. And I hope you see myself and Brianna as the best candidates to make that happen. And I hope you are confident in my leadership experience that I've had in the past, that I can bring to USGA and continue the strong leadership that we have. So thank you. And also follow our social media. Facebook is Vote Garrett Seffens and Brianna Miller. So you'll see our website address and our Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. So thank you.